What's up, guys? I'm your casual gamer. Hope everyone's doing well. Now, something you guys don't know about me is that back in the day, I was a baller. I hate to brag, but I was pretty good. Notice I said back in the day. I'm talking like 15 years ago. Now, I don't have it anymore. I mean, over the years, I fell in love with cake and ice cream, been eating a lot of fried chicken. You guys can't tell it, but this right here, this ain't running up and down no court anymore. I can tell you that right now. I mean, playing video games, now that's a different story. I can still play some basketball video games. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. I'm going to tell you guys my top 5 best basketball video games of all time. You know how we do around here. Let's roll that top 5. Alright, kicking things off with my top 5 list is NBA Jam, released in 1993, developed by Acclaim, and was released in arcades on the Super NES and Sega Genesis. Okay, let me start off by saying this game has some of the best commentary of all time, with iconic phrases like "he's on fire" and "boom shakalaka." You know what I'm talking about if you ever played this game. Don't even act like you don't. The game also brought some crazy moves to a basketball game that were over the top and unheard of for the time period this game was released in. I'm talking power-ups galore and everything catching on fire. It's an arcade and console classic to remember for years. Later versions in the NBA Jam franchise were fun in their own right, but they were never able to offer what the original brought to the arcades. The game also had 2v2, and that was cool because if you played it in the arcades with friends, all 4 players will be controlled by real players. My number 4 goes to NBA Live 03, released October 2002 and developed by EA Canada for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, and PC. So let's start off by talking about the freestyle control stick that was put in Live 03. They did something cool by finally allowing you to have more control of your player's skill moves, and not just allowing you to have this control on offense, but the stick allowed you to have this control on defense as well. Getting used to these controls could take some time to master, but once you have the control down, you will feel like you're unbeatable, until you play someone better, that is. The unparalleled control on both sides of the ball meant that the game had balance to go along with the fast play, something that few basketball games have been able to achieve, well, in that time period anyways. Although the game cannot match up to 2K today and has tried to make a comeback but unsuccessful. But back in 03, they were the best. I give it to them. Next up, we got NBA 2K18. Now 2K18 was released September 2017, developed by Visual Concepts and published by 2K Sports. Now there is nothing really different from this 2K game and other 2K games besides one big thing, that is the neighborhood. And the main reason this game made the list. Now there are mixed reviews about the neighborhood, some like it, some didn't, even though most have grown to love it by now since they've been putting it in every 2K game since. But in 2K18, this was a new feature and I loved it. In case you don't know what the neighborhood is, let me explain. It's a social place for players to meet with friends, take part in activities, and really build your character from the ground up. You can go shopping for new clothes, go exercise at the gym, get some practice at the practice gym, walk the streets and see other players in real time, or hit the courts for some pickup games. I love this mode and I only see it getting better in future 2K games. And taking my number 2 spot is NBA Street Volume 2, released April 2003 and developed by EA Canada for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. You know, before the Street series came along, NBA Jam was the king of arcade basketball games, but NBA Street did it better than NBA Jam. Well, I think so anyways. NBA Street was a great game in every way, but Street 2 was even better. Just like the first game, they still had 3-on-3 featuring hip-hop soundtracks and flashy moves. They even brought the Game Breakers back, but this time, you could save up for an unstoppable Game Breaker too. One of my favorite things is that you can unlock NBA Legends, and what everyone liked is there are 3 incarnations of Michael Jordan playable. The 1985 Chicago Bulls Jordan, the 1996 Chicago Bulls Jordan, and the Washington Wizards Jordan. Even though we really don't like the Wizards Jordan, they had him in the game anyway. So, you can have a team of all 3 Jordans, and that was crazy. Oh, and also the rapper Nelly and the Saint Lunatics were playable in the game as well, but they weren't really that special, to be honest. There's been a lot of 2K games. Every year we get a new one, but I would say that 2K11 was the best 2K of all time. The game was released in October 2010 and developed by Visual Concepts for the PlayStation 2 and 3, Xbox 360, PC, and Nintendo Wii. 2K11 takes the #1 spot on my list for several reasons, but my biggest reason would have to be that the game had the return of the greatest player to ever touch a basketball, in this case on a digital court, that being Michael Jordan. I'm sorry if you thought I was gonna say LeBron James, no disrespect fans, but I'm talking about the GOAT, Michael Jordan. 2K Sports continue to improve the franchise mode along with the usual graphics and AI improvements seen in every 2K game. But the biggest hit of NBA 2K11 was the Jordan Challenge. That had you playing through the biggest moments of Jordan's career. Playing as Jordan as well as the addition of other Legends teams meant players had something fresh to check out, and NBA 2K11 still stands as the best basketball sim of all time. Even though today, 2K's only real competition is themselves. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed it. And also make sure to let me know if you rather go out and play real basketball or stay in the house and play 2K. Because I mean, 2K is like really the only basketball game we can play nowadays. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.